Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Have you seen this ridiculous, and it is ridiculous, in Heat magazine? So, Heat News. So, if you're unfamiliar with Heat, it's just a basic gossip magazine, celebrity gossip magazine. It's obviously paid PR articles. If this isn't written by Meghan, I don't know who, who would write something so ridiculous. I want to quickly read it to you. Meghan's royal demands, I should be treated with respect. The Duchess knows her worth, and Harry is backing her. Now, if you're ever wondering if Meghan has written an article, you'll always see Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, or the Duchess, or Duchess Meghan, but Catherine will be Kate Middleton, or Kate. Totally disrespecting. Meghan Markle has never shied away from standing her ground, from pushing back on palace protocols to taking ownership of her post-royal identity. She has always been determined to do things on her own terms. And the 44-year-old former actress has raised eyebrows again after she had staff formally announce her as the Duchess of Sussex before she entered the room to speak with a journalist for her recent Harper's Bazaar cover interview. But while critics were quick to accuse her of attention-seeking behavior, insiders tell Heat that Meghan believes she has every right to expect the same treatment as her sister-in-law, the Princess of Wales. The fact that she insisted on being announced as the Duchess of Sussex says everything, says a source. People might be put off, but Meghan is unapologetic. That title is hers by right as Harry's wife. Wrong. And it's not her titles, it's not hers by right. And she lives in a world where status is everything, so why wouldn't she lean into hers? Because you called them all racist and told them they're all garbage. It's a matter of principle. Why shouldn't she get the same sort of respect and treatment as Kate? She's married to the son of the King of England, and she is royalty. That's a fact. No, that's not true. She's not royalty. She's ex-royals, and she should be treated as such. Why should she be shy about it? The source adds the fact that this standard of protocol is making headlines is, in Meghan's opinion, proof of how she skewed people's opinions against her are. We're told no one would make a peep if Kate was announced ahead of a meeting with a journalist. But as usual, Meghan has been singled out and accused of being self-important simply for claiming her rightful status. It feels unfair, but she's learning not to listen to what the masses think or what the headlines say. According to our insider, Meghan sees her title as an essential part of who she is. I cannot wait till William takes them away. Although she and Prince Harry stepped down as senior working royals in 2020, just 2 years after their wedding at St. George's Chapel in Windsor at 2018, and moved to California to bring up their children, Archie 6 and Lilibet 4, they remain high-profile members of the monarchy. Not true. Not using her title is a downgrade. Our insider says Meghan's title and position as Prince Harry's wife is the thing that sets her apart in every room she walks into. Can you imagine the ego? She treats it almost like a suit of armor. She believes it gives her a special status that should be acknowledged. If someone doesn't recognize that, she interprets it as being disrespectful and takes it as almost a personal slight. What an entitled bitch. And we're told Harry, 41, encourages his wife's attitude. Can't see it. Despite his down-to-earth persona, and talk of wanting a simpler life, he grew up royal, and that upbringing has shaped how he thinks and behaves. Doing royal stuff, standing around, doing royal stuff, right. In this world, it's very normal for someone to be announced to a waiting journalist, and using their full name and title is a sign of respect. Not using it would be downgrading Meghan, and Harry isn't ever going to be okay with that, says the insider. The insistence on proper introduction is only one of Meghan's expectations. Our source, Meghan, says the Duchess apparently, see the Duchess, apparently wants what she views as reasonable royal level treatment, things that she believes the Prince and Princess of Wales would receive without question because they were the Prince and Princess of Wales. If they go out to dinner or an event, Meghan wants the best seats, the same as William and Kate would get. There is a reason they were up front at the LA Dodgers baseball game. That was non-negotiable, says the source. She also has a certain drinks and snacks she likes, and she is very brand specific. If she is a guest somewhere, it is expected that her team will make sure the things she likes are available in her suite or car. If they neglect to do that, it's not going to be glossed over, the insider explains. That sounds like bully attitude to me. Doing unofficial royal stuff on their tour of Nigeria. Who talks like that in an official article, doing royal stuff? Meghan is said to feel like all the trappings of their high-profile life, private jets, the best tables at restaurants, luxury hotel suites, are not just indulgences. Far from it. They are simply the things due to someone of her status. Of course, this isn't the first time Meghan's been accused of being demanding. During her brief tenure as a working royal, reports circulated of staff feeling strained with high turnover within her team. Our source says Meghan and Harry, who have spent the last 5 years forging careers outside the royal family, they haven't had one successful one, including launching their Archwell charitable foundation, money laundering, and producing their Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan. And what about Polo? Anyways, believe that using their titles is also a savvy business move. In terms of securing meetings, getting press coverage, and wooing investors, it's much easier with the Duke or Duchess in their title, says our insider, Meghan. Meghan married a prince and has suffered a huge backlash since doing so. She sees nothing wrong with enjoying the upside. She only received the backlash because of her own actions. Ladies and gentlemen, the future king and queen. But besides the hate, Meghan's inner circle insists she's rising above it. The people around have told her not to pay attention to critics. They say she's only being labeled a diva because she's a strong woman who's decided to take a stand, says our insider. The stand was climbing up the greasy pole. Meghan has spoken openly about her reclaiming her confidence post-royal exit, describing her work, including her new ventures and even her lifestyle brand's homemade jam, as acts of bravery. And those close to her have said this is the Meghan they recognize, someone who is unapologetically herself. How do you know? Tell me Meghan wrote this without telling me Meghan wrote this. There's her go-to her salad, her word salad. Meghan's never been a shrinking violet, and she isn't going to start now, says our insider. She's ambitious and has a firm idea where she wants her life to go. Being known as the Duchess of Sussex puts a shine on everything. It seems that Meghan isn't backing down, and she's certainly not waiting for anyone's permission to live the life she believes she deserves. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The arrogance. Like, who the F are you? Straight out of Compton. Anyways, this is about the titles. This article is about the titles and about how she is going to hang on to those titles for dear life. And now she's making those titles all about business. Like, oh, it opens doors. Well, you know who it opened doors for too? Fergie and Andrew. The life she deserved, and unapologetically ambitious. Let's find out what's going on Is she scared about is she now positioning herself that the titles are business? So if she sues William, it's a business loss. It's a business transaction. That's what I'm thinking she's doing, because she made this all about how she did her businesses and her status and everything. And if he takes that away, could she actually have a money, a status, money loss? What are those? I don't even know what they're called. I know in the courts, when you sue somebody privately, there's like the amount the judge gives you, and then there's amount for like psychological injury and, you know, how it actually affected your life in other ways. So is she setting herself up for that? Is she starting to maybe prove that those titles have opened doors for her and created business for her? And if she doesn't have them, there's a business loss that she could sue for. Is that what she's setting herself up for? I still can't believe that article. Okay, I got to be really careful. Yes, 100%. There it is. There it is. The money hungry single. Well, I shouldn't say money hungry. I mean, she is, but this card is certainly not. It's somebody who's done things their own way and has been very successful at it, and is now enjoying the fruits of their labor. This is it could be an entrepreneur card. It also can be success after divorce card. It's not as entrepreneurial as the Queen of Wands is, but this is definitely the actress in California with the vineyards and whatnot, with all her money and all her ventures and everything. So yes, to her, this is business. Absolutely business. These titles mean money and nothing else. Money, success, and she feels that she's deserving of it, that she's worked hard for it, which she hasn't. And she wants to keep them as a single person. She's setting herself up for that, to be able to sue William in a private court of law that he, what's that? I just know in the courts, like you'll see somebody win $75 million or $75,000, but there's another word, and I know some people are typing in it right now, and it's like the peripheral reasons why they get, like, now they get $75 million. Look at that. The Empress. Yes, 100%. This is the luxury. That's the Empress. That's the whole article is talking about the Empress. The Empress is the top queen of the pack. Announce me when I'm coming in. I am entitled. The Empress is very much entitled. Very much deserving, very much entitled. Look at, she's sitting on a cement bench, but she's got blankets and pillows and all kinds of things around her for her comfort. Yes, 100%. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this next card. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. She is absolutely setting herself up that those titles mean business. And perhaps she can take that to a court of law. That I don't know what she'd be able to sue for. I mean, if the titles were taken away and she's setting it up, that those titles, you know, mean everything, help my business, open doors for me. And if you take them away or damage them, you're damaging, I have monetary proof, you're damaging my business, you're damaging my potential. That can be proven in a court of law, because she can show her sales before, when she had the title Duchess of Windsor, and then she can show her sales after the title Duchess of Windsor was taken away from her. I know I said Windsor, right? Making a point. And there could be a money difference there, and that difference is what you can go to court of law for a loss, a civil court of law. So is she setting herself up that, you know, she's entitled to those titles. So she's entitled to all that treatment. That's who she is. And there's her Wheel of Fortune, is those titles. Look at that. What's the underline? Oh, yeah. Here comes the spin doctor. Here it comes. Let's spin this around that you are owed those titles, that those titles are yours. They aren't, I mean, they're yours. Nobody can take them away from you. Let's start spinning. This is the article itself right here. Spinning the word salad, spinning it around, making it look like those are her titles. Those were gifted to her and they can be taken back at any time. Four of Cups upright. Oh, yeah. She's not listening to anything that anybody's going to say to her that she can't have those. Like, even if they do take those titles, she's going to ignore that and continue to use them. Mark my words. Mark my words. She may have already trademarked it in some respects. There she is, Knight of Wands. She's on top of this. I'm telling you, she will. I think that I'm going to pull three more and see if justice comes up, if she's going to sue him. Nope, there's the legacy. There's the family legacy. There's the money. There's the wealth. There's the passing on. Like, I think she's even going to use the old, I'm the mother of a prince and princess. My children are in the line of succession. Nothing ever to do with Harry. It's now, this is all titles and success and money. Page of Pentacles and Five of Swords. She is definitely, look at all the money on the table here. 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. Magician, which is manifestation. And now the Page of Pentacles, she's selling everybody a story. Those are my titles. You can't take those. That's how I make my money. You take those titles, I'm gonna sue you. I'm going to bully you to believe that those are mine. Look at her hanging on to them. And I actually think that even if they are taken away, she's still going to use them. And she's going to say, what are you going to do about it? HRH is my label. Doesn't mean Her Royal Highness. It means, Henry rides horses. I mean, she can say whatever she wants, she can change Duchess to Dutches. Duchess. I'm, my dad's Dutch. I'm a Duchess. And she would be sneaky enough to do that. She would still present herself as the Duchess. She might change it to Duchess of California, right? She would still be. She would definitely. I think she would change her name to Duchess somehow. You know how I'm just trying to think of his name, and he's known as the Duke. The cowboy guy, actor. I'm terrible with Hollywood people. I've never really waded a lot into the whole Hollywood. I barely remember movies or anything like that. He was quite famous. Very tall cowboy guy, and everybody called him the Duke. And he wasn't a duke. That was just his nickname. And I think she's going to be doing something quite similar. Just call me the Duchess. Just call me the Duchess. Even after th're taken. And she'll have that smirk on her face going, there's nothing you can do about it. My name is Duchess Markle. What are you going to do about it? That's what she's going to do. She's going to bully and push people around. So I don't know if she'll actually take them to court because we aren't getting the justice card on here. She might threaten it with this, but I think she would definitely continue to spin things that she is a duchess and nobody can take it away. And, all her sugars are going to believe her, even though we've seen with our own eyes that even the title prince can be taken away from Harry. I don't think she believes it. She'll just continue to change. She'll just continue to use whatever she wants. The star is underneath here. Like Diana. Diana got to use Princess of Wales after they were divorced. She's going to be used, you know, Fergie got to use the Duchess of York after they were divorced, but she doesn't realize because that was part of the negotiations. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.